Okay, so I am officially a U.S. future Navy sailor. So I'm thrilled. I'm so excited. Um, so today I will be talking about my first DEP meeting. So when you enlist in the Navy, at least, we get put into a DEP program, meaning delayed entry program. And so I have been put into this until I ship out, which is August 3rd. So during the DEP meeting, I walked in and there's like a process. You have to salute the flag, you have to salute your CO, which is the commanding officer of the DEP program. And there's paper you have to fill out. You have to fill out this sheet that says, it's kind of like at MEPS when you wrote down, have you ever been associated with drugs, the police, any chance of pregnancy for girls, any crime, anything like that. You have to fill out no, 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 or if it's a yes, you have to explain what it is. You take down your height and your weight again, and then you go out and you start your PT. And so I walked out there and I was really nervous, and you get in lines, and there was quite a bit of people. There was probably 20 people at my DEP meeting, and of course, since I was new, I was put in the front, and I had gotten my start guide, which is what you'll get at MEPS. Looks like this. It tells you everything you need to know before boot camp. It's a very good book. But I had a week from the time I got this to the time I had my DEP meeting, and so I had school and I had other things to worry about, so I didn't look at it. Bad idea. Make sure that you study at least your Sailor's Creed and your 11 General Orders before you go. That was what I ran into, because all we did the first 20 minutes was go over the Sailor's Creed. And since I didn't know it, or I knew a little bit of it, but I didn't have it memorized. And so we'd stand at attention and we'd say the Sailor's Creed once, and then our petty officer said, that wasn't good enough, give me 10. So we would go down and we'd do 10 push-ups, and then we'd come back up. We'd do it again, and he'd say that wasn't good enough, do jumping jacks. So we did jumping jacks, and so on and so forth. Every time we did it, we had to do an exercise. And we probably did the Sailor's Creed 25 times, and every time we had to work out afterwards because it wasn't good enough. Make sure you study that. After that, we got in, we stayed in our lines, and the petty officers walked around and asked you the 11 General Orders. If you didn't know the 11 General Orders, you had to do more push-ups. And so I did push-ups a lot because I didn't study. I didn't think, they were easier on me since it was my first time, but definitely I know next time they won't be that easy. So after that, we did petty workouts. We did squats and more push-ups, sit-ups, things like that are regulation for at boot camp. We learned right face, about face, left face. We haven't marched yet. And then after that, we stretched and we went to the track. So we walked to the track. As we're walking to the track, our petty officer, he was like, this is taking too long, start running. And so we had to run to the track, and we were already tired by the time we got to the track, and we did an Indian run, and it drove me crazy. If you're at DEP meetings and your petty officer tells you to do something, just do it and don't question it, because we were only supposed to do, our petty officer said we're going to do half a mile, which is 2 laps around the track, of an Indian run. Not that bad. An Indian run is where you run in a line and the last person sprints to the front, last person, so you're only sprinting like that little bit. The rest of the time you're just jogging. It's not that bad. Well, there was a girl at my DEP meeting, and she said, we're doing half a mile. She started to whine. And he said, okay, we're going to do a mile Indian run. Get on the line. And I was like, really? If you wouldn't have said anything, we would have been doing half, which is fine, whatever. I ended up I don't know. She didn't even make it the half mile, and, I don't know, just keep your mouth shut and do what they tell you to do. Suck it up, it'll be fine. At boot camp, you're not going to be able to whine about what they're telling you to do. You just have to do it. And then after we got done doing that, we did some push-ups, like a push-up exercise, and then did sit-ups again. We did flutter kicks, and then after that, he's like, okay, we're done for today. And then this boy that's been in the DEP program for like a year was like, that's all we're doing? and so our petty officer said, okay, then let's do some stairs. Do 3 up and down and ups at the stadium. And I just, it was crazy. I don't know. Just do what they tell you to do. If they say they're done, they're done. That's it. But it was good overall. I'm just going to tell you, if you're about to go to a DEP meeting, or if you want to know how it is, memorize your stuff. And that way, you're not, I don't know. They say you're either smart or you're strong. The reason is, if you're smart, you don't have to do as much workouts. But if you're dumb and you don't know what the general orders are, what the Sailor's Creed is, then you're going to have to do push-ups and stuff, so you're going to get strong. I would rather be smart, but, you know, it's fine. My next DEP meeting will be in a couple weeks, and I can post about it again. Yeah, so that was how my first DEP meeting went.